All right, today I'm in northern Wisconsin and I'm riding the Gandy Dancer. The Gandy Dancer is a 47-mile long rail trail in northwest Wisconsin. It starts at the south end in the town of St. Croix Falls and goes north through 6 or 7 small northern Wisconsin towns. The trail ends in the town of Danbury. I'm starting here at St. Croix Falls and I'm heading north. I'm going to cover the trail in 2 days. On day 1, I'm going to go from St. Croix Falls up to Frederick. It's about 25 miles or so, then I'm going to turn around and come back. On day 2, I'm going to drive up to Frederick, start there, and ride all the way to Danbury and turn around. So I'm going to cover the trail twice, there and back again, in pieces. Keep in mind that with all Wisconsin rail trails, a trail pass is required. It costs $5 per day or $25 for a season. But the season pass is good for all Wisconsin trails. From the trailhead at St. Croix Falls, the trail starts off paved, but it goes up a pretty steep grade out of the St. Croix Valley. It's uphill straight out of the gate. It's a short, steep uphill till you reach the gravel portion of the trail. Once out of the valley, the trail turns to gravel. The trail surface is crushed packed limestone. This is going to be an awesome trail. Welcome to Wisconsin. It's early morning and things are pretty quiet on the trail. It's going to be a hot day today. Trying to get an early start and beat the heat. It's the end of May, and it's unseasonably warm for this far north in Wisconsin. I'm just getting started, and I'm sweating already. St. Croix Falls in Polk County, Wisconsin, is a town just over 2,000 people. It's located on the St. Croix River. It lies at the crossroads of the St. Croix National Scenic Riverway, the western terminus of the Wisconsin Ice Age Trail, and of course the Gandy Dancer State Rail Trail. The Gandy Dancer gets its name from the manual work crews that laid these tracks and helped build this line in the early 1900s. Crews, using tools from the Gandy Tool Company in Chicago, worked in a rhythmic, synchronized way that resembled a dance, earning them the nickname Gandy Dancers. This part of the trail feels soft, and riding is sluggish and slow. Apparently, they groom the trail. In other words, they drag a piece of chain link fence behind a pickup truck to smooth out any dips, bumps, and imperfections in the trail. Sounds like a good idea. It makes the trail smoother, but it also makes it softer and hard to pedal. It was hard to find a good solid line to ride on, but somehow I managed. Once I got ahead of the truck and the big cloud of dust, just a few miles up the trail, the surface got smoother and firmer. Phew! The first stop is a town called Centuria, founded at the turn of the century. In 1900, when the Sioux Line Railroad made it this far north. Now with a population of about 1,000, it's known as the so-called front yard of Polk County. Back in those days, the railroad depot was the center of the community. They even had Sunday church service here at the depot. It's late spring, but the hot weather makes it feel like midsummer. This far north in Wisconsin, though, the spring wildflowers are still in bloom. It adds a nice splash of color along the trail. I love the North Woods. The beautiful white paper birch trees that grow up here are much different from what I'm used to in southern Illinois, complete with big clumps of ferns growing on the forest floor. North of Centuria is Milltown, a town with Irish roots. In 1850, the earliest settlers came from Ireland. The area reminded them of their hometown village back in the old country. In the early 1900s, a flour mill was located just a block east of the railroad. It burnt to the ground in 1918, and they had to rebuild it. These days, the area is known for the many great fishing lakes not far from town. The Gandy Dancer is a four-season trail. In the winter months, snowmobilers and cross-country skiers track up and down this line. It can get mighty cold up here in the winter, so every little town has their share of pubs and local watering holes to stop at. Somewhere to get a bite to eat, and something to drink to warm the blood. You know what I mean? Well, what do you know? I'm in Luck. Luck, Wisconsin, that is. There's more than one story about how Luck got its name. Daniel Smith, an early settler, claimed his luck went from bad to good once he moved into the area. The log haulers, driving mules and oxen up from St. Croix Falls, would joke that in bad weather, they were lucky to get up here by nightfall. Of course, Wisconsin is known as America's Dairyland. In the 1880s, Hannah and Anders Ravenholt from Denmark were the first butter makers in the state of Wisconsin. They used butter churns, like this one, to make their sweet creamery butter. After World War II, a businessman named Donald Duncan came up here to make yo-yos. Yeah, yo-yos. Millions of them. As an offshoot of the timber industry, Duncan turned trees into yo-yo. In its heyday, they cranked out about 70,000 yo-yos per day, about 20 million per year, making Luck, Wisconsin, the yo-yo capital of the world. Unfortunately, Duncan went out of business in 1966. Today, the old yo-yo factory is owned by a lumber company. Hey, what do you know? I'm in Luck. Yeah, Luck, Wisconsin. It's the yo-yo capital of the world. Here I got my genuine Duncan yo-yo. Well, enough goofing off. I need to get down the trail. It's another 6 miles to Frederick. See you down the trail. North of Luck is the town of Frederick. In the late 1800s, William Starr, an ambitious businessman from Eau Claire, bought up a large chunk of land in the area. He built a sawmill and started a logging company. Originally, they floated the logs in lakes and down the rivers. In 1901, the railroad came through and built a depot here. A new village sprouted up here, and it was named after Starr's young son, Frederick. The sawmill and the railroad are gone, but the town of Frederick is still here. Well, all right, I'm in Frederick, Wisconsin. It's about halfway on the Gandy Dancer Trail. So this is my turnaround point. I'm gonna head back to St. Croix Falls and finish the trail tomorrow. Well, all right, this is day 2 on the Gandy Dancer. I'm starting here in Frederick. I'm headed north to Danbury. It's about 26 miles or so up to Danbury. There I'm going to turn around and come back to Frederick, and then I'll be done with the trail. See you down the trail. It's a much cooler start than it was yesterday. Yesterday it got up to about 90 degrees. Pretty unusual for this far north, this early in the season. But today, it's only going to get into the low 80s, a little bit cooler, which is nice. There's not really much going on in the small town of Lewis, but I did find this very cool old general store. I'm sure it was a bustling place back in the day. The further north you go on the trail, the more remote the area gets. This was once total wilderness. The many lakes and rivers were explored by early fur traders. When the furs ran out, they turned to logging to make a profit. Today, the area is known for hunting and fishing and other outdoor activities. The many lakes here look like a great place to wet a line and take a chance at catching some fish. The area is home to many wildlife species, including white-tailed deer, beavers, river otters, and bald eagles. Gray wolves, bobcats, and black bears are very shy, but are known to roam these woods. I saw a bald eagle cruising overhead, so I tried to get a video of him, but he was kind of far away. I saw this cool swan swimming solo in a quiet little lake along the trail. I've been chased or followed by many different insects before, but this little butterfly seems to be leading the way. The town of Siren in Burnett County has Swedish roots. Founded in the early 1900s, Siren is a Swedish word for lilacs. Like all the small towns along the trail, there's a nice park to rest at, with a picnic table and restroom facilities. This old tank makes a nice monument to honor our brave men and women in uniform. They like to keep things clean up here. To most people, this looks like a stinky job, but to this guy, I'm sure it's just bread and butter. The next town up the trail is Webster, a population of about 700. It's known as the sunfish capital of Wisconsin. They fish year-round up here. They don't let a little ice and cold weather stop them from catching a good pan-sized fish. Looks like good eating. You never know when a fierce game of pickleball might break out. These folks know how the game is supposed to be played. Wisconsin has got to be one of the most bike-friendly states in the U.S. They've got a great network of bike trails all over the state. The landscape is rolling forest and farmland, dotted with plenty of fine fishing lakes. There's lots of history, small-town charm, and remote wilderness. I highly recommend the Gandy Dancer. It's a great trail. Thanks again to the fine people of Wisconsin for building the Gandy Dancer Trail. I'm getting close to the end of the trail. There's a northern section that goes past Danbury for another 51 miles, all the way to Superior. But it's not really suited for bicycles. The trail surface is much rougher, with soft gravel. The northern section is more suited for horses, ATVs, and snowmobiles in the wintertime. Danbury is at the north end of the trail. Danbury is known for its world record-setting whitetails. The Jordan buck is legendary. In November of 1914, Jim Jordan was out hunting with a friend when he shot a 400-pound buck that's still celebrated today. Many stories have been told about the Jordan buck, but you're going to have to travel all the way up here to Danbury to get the full scoop. Well, all right, here I am in Danbury, Wisconsin. I'm at the end of the Gandy Dancer Trail, mile 47. I'm up here in the North Woods in northern Wisconsin, ready to turn around and head back to Frederick. Check that one off the list. There's plenty to see here on the Gandy Dancer. The big deer statue behind me. Gandy Dancer, what a nice trail. Highly recommend it. So if you're ever up in the North Woods, make sure you check it out. Well, that's it for me here in northern Wisconsin. Thanks for watching. Now go ride your bike.